really excited to talk about the video topic of today, which is mood boosting botanicals, herbs, and supplements. However, I want you to keep in mind with this video though that when we talk about mood boosting supplements and these herbs and botanicals, that there are many of them that are not safe to take with anti-anxiety, antidepressant medications. So please do your research. Ask your doctor if you have any questions, because I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. There is such thing as serotonin syndrome, and it's really dangerous. So that's why I just want to make sure I have this disclaimer at the beginning of the video, and I might remind you a couple of times throughout this video. Really think that nothing beats pure, beautiful sunshine, walking out in the fresh air, being in nature, drinking lots of water, making sure you have optimal levels of vitamin D. And so I would get blood work done to check where your levels are at for your vitamin B and your vitamin D, as well as other things like iron, because some of these things, when we are deficient in them, that might be the root cause of why we're feeling that way. And then we can take steps to feel better by just supplementing with those vitamins, getting more sunshine. But a lot of people are very deficient in things like vitamin D and magnesium. And so when we have those problems, we need to address those first instead of just trying to mask it by taking a bunch of supplements and trying to fix the problem ourselves without really knowing what's going on. Balanced hormones also plays a huge role. And so I want you to be sure that you know where your hormone levels are at. There's different tests that you can get out there. I got this test done and I saw that actually I have high levels of estrogen, so I have been addressing that for the past 6 months, and then I plan on testing myself again sometime soon to see where I'm at in regards to my hormone levels. I hope that this video gives you a lot of really great information regarding different mood boosting supplements and herbs that exist out there, and let me know if you've tried any, how they have worked for you, and let's get into it. So the first three that I want to talk about today, maybe I shouldn't call them the 3 Ks, but they are the 3 Ks. We have Kanna, Cava, and Kratom. These are all known for their mood boosting properties and can be really fantastic as a supplement to your routine as long as your body allows this. Kanna is really known for its mood boosting properties, and this is one that you definitely have to be careful of because you're not supposed to mix it with certain antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications. I get my Kanna from Wildcraft, and what I really like about this is that it gives you a lot of information on the package of how to consume Kanna. So on the back, it tells you kind of like the dosing guidelines. Just like Kratom has alkaloids, Kanna has alkaloids too, but it's a different variety of alkaloids. So Wildcraft has this little informational paper that comes in the package, and it says 50 milligrams is recommended. There is a scoop that comes with it, and you want to use the large end of it. You want to do 2 scoops of this under your tongue, or you can mix it in with your water, tea, coffee. You really want to make sure you're not taking too much of this. I tried this under my tongue, 2 scoops, and you feel the effects within 10 to 30 minutes. Again, you do not want to take Kanna if you are taking certain medication. It comes in a little jar like this, and the powder is kind of strong tasting, but we definitely consume some weird tasting powders on this channel. I'm really talking about Kratom here and Cava, I guess you could say. So the taste of it for me is nothing crazy and nothing that I can't tolerate. Cava is a really great mood boosting botanical, and it's a root that they grind up. You can also do it yourself, and you can knead it, and there's all these different ways to prepare it and consume it. It's a really great alcohol alternative, and you can actually look for Cava bars near you, and sometimes they have Kratom there too. Cava is also really stress relieving, and so I think that's why people really enjoy consuming it, but it does have those mood boosting properties to it. It's all natural, and it's been around for a really long time. Kratom is one of my favorites for mood boosting. As you know, I talk about Kratom a lot on my channel. Again, it shouldn't be mixed with certain medications. It should be consumed responsibly, and you want to make sure that you are taking breaks. I find that a lot of the time we feel these mood boosting effects from these certain herbs and botanicals, and it wears off over time. So it's important to kind of keep a journal, note how you feel with them, and maybe cycle on and off different ones so that you aren't getting too used to one of them or you aren't building a tolerance to it. Alright, so we've talked about Kanna, Cava, and Kratom so far. Let's go into another one of my personal favorites, but the most expensive one. That is Saffron, and you may have heard of Saffron before. It is a spice. It's this beautiful like red thread color, and it is really expensive, especially if you are buying an ethically sourced saffron that is real and properly grown and harvested. Now, I had a favorite place that I would get my saffron from. I'm trying a new place that actually incorporates it into a latte. I'll put a picture of it here. I haven't gotten it yet, but if it is really good, I'll definitely do a dedicated video talking about this saffron latte. And what's really cool about the saffron latte is it's already perfectly dosed for you in each serving, and I really look forward to trying it because, like I said, saffron is seriously one of my favorites. It is extremely natural. You can even include it in as a spice in your cooking if you want to, and there are really fantastic benefits to saffron. I mean, it is one of those herbs that I think as people are getting more exposed to it and hearing about it, I really hope that the price doesn't go up even more, although I'm sure it will. But it's one of those things that like I really want to incorporate back into my routine and take it consistently, because it's not only good for mood boosting, it's stress relieving and anxiety relieving, and I'm someone who has a lot of stress and anxiety in my life, and so I really look forward to incorporating it back into my daily routine. I used to get my saffron from this website. I think it's pronounced Anima Mundi. They have really great supplements. They even have this mood boosting tincture now. It doesn't have saffron in it though, but I don't see the saffron on their website, so I don't know if it's out of stock or if they're not carrying it anymore. It's too hard to source now. I might reach out and ask them those questions. Rhodiola is another one of those that's really fantastic to take for mood boosting, but you don't want to mix it with certain medications. So honestly, I haven't consumed it in quite some time, but it's something I might revisit, especially in the future. You can usually find it in tincture form. Sometimes you'll see it combined with St. John's wort, which is also really great for stress relieving, and you'll notice a lot of these are really great for stress relieving too, because I think the mood boosting comes a lot from being relieved of that stress and anxiety, because that kind of keeps us from feeling that positive and uplifting mood. Maca is pretty energizing. It's great for balancing the hormones. So again, this one is put in here because when we balance out our hormones, we can also feel a sense of mood boosting, stress relief, and some of these other undesirable effects that come from an imbalanced hormone system. One that I haven't done a lot of research on and I've never personally consumed is the mucuna. I think it's in that tincture I was telling you about. It might be worth trying out. I've heard a lot of really great things about it. There's a lot of really great benefits to it, and so it might be something worth doing your research on. A supplement that I've been really enjoying and I kind of want to try out their serotonin boosting, mood boosting supplement is this Natural Stacks acetylcholine. I've been taking this for focus. I don't have diagnosed ADHD, but sometimes I wonder if I do based on a lot of the symptoms that I have, but this really helps me focus, get things done, and I have been taking this for over a month now. This is my second bottle, and I even bought a backup because that's how much I'm loving it. But this brand also makes the serotonin boosting one, which has other ingredients in it, which I'm about to talk about. L-tryptophan is really popular for mood boosting. There have been a lot of studies that they have done, and that is one of the ingredients in that supplement, as well as zinc glycinate. Zinc glycinate actually helps your body produce more serotonin, and so people don't realize that we're deficient in things like zinc, as well as magnesium. This also has magnesium glycinate, and magnesium glycinate can be really relaxing, so I do wonder what they recommend for which time of day to consume this, and I might try it out, and if it's really great, I'll definitely let you know. A few others that I would definitely recommend you take towards the evening time include things like Magnolia Bark. I have personally tried Magnolia Bark, and it is currently my favorite botanical to date to help with anxiety. So it's relieving that feeling of stress. In that, it also helps to boost your mood. Like I said, when you feel a smaller amount of stress, typically you might feel happier and you might have more mood boosting properties. Blue Lotus is really popular. You can get it in tincture form. It doesn't taste the greatest. That is one you would want to consume before bed. It can give you a lot of like lucid dreaming, vivid dreams, so just be careful of that. But Blue Lotus is really popular for its stress relieving properties as well as its mood boosting properties, and it could be a really fun herb to include into your nighttime routine if you're someone whose body responds positively to that herb. I do have a lot of other stress relieving, anxiety relieving, sleep inducing herbs and botanicals that I recommend. I'll link that video here because I did do a video talking about different herbs and botanicals for anxiety, so make sure you check out that video if you are someone that suffers with a lot of stressful feelings, stressful jobs, stressful lifestyle, because I think, like I said, it's really important to address those stress concerns and make those lifestyle changes as you need to, because once you do that, you might find that you don't even need any of these mood boosting herbs and botanicals and supplements, because at the end of the day, you have to take a look at what's going on in your life and how you are feeling about everything that's happening, and we have to be able to work through it too. We can't be just taking herbs and botanicals to mask what's really going on. I do want to say though that I think there's nothing wrong with taking mood boosting herbs, botanicals, and supplements as long as you're consuming them responsibly, you're cycling on and off of them, and you're also doing the work to make positive changes in your life. Most people, like I said, they're deficient in magnesium, vitamin D, so make sure you're taking a look at that and seeing how you can incorporate those into your routine. I have Crohn's disease, so I am naturally deficient in vitamin D. Most of the time when I get my blood work done, my vitamin D is pretty low, and I can't get it from sunshine alone, so I do have to supplement with that. And then 2 other things I would recommend that aren't supplements, they're not botanicals, you don't consume them internally, but I would recommend that you take cold plunges and cold showers. I know it's uncomfortable at first, but once you start doing it, it really gives you a nice mood boost, and it's very great for circulation in your body as well as a variety of other things. So cold plunges, cold baths are a must-have in your routine that I think you should start incorporating. And I really think anybody can benefit from this. At the end of your shower, just turn it to cold for 1 minute and, take deep breaths through it. Or if you have access to a cold plunge, a cold bath, give it a try and let me know, because the effects are pretty immediate and they are lasting afterwards. Dry brushing is another thing that I have put into my daily routine, and I do it in the morning. I can do a video more about dry brushing if you want to see like how I do it and how I recommend it, because there is kind of a right and wrong way to do dry brushing. You're getting that lymphatic system moving, and you want to brush upwards in strokes, not downwards but upwards. And then when you get to your chest, you want to go outwards, and then you go this way on your arms, you go up your legs, make sure you get your feet as well. I don't dry brush my neck or my face. I prefer to do gua sha in those areas. And dry brushing has a pretty immediate effect as well. I mean, I feel it probably a minute after I'm done, and it has really long lasting effects too, and it can be very energizing, so I don't recommend dry brushing before bed. I would recommend it first thing in the morning. So those are all of my mood boosting tips and tricks. I'll definitely do an updated video as I keep doing my research and find out about more things that exist out there. Let me know what you think. Which of these have you tried? Which of these do you enjoy? Which ones don't work for you? I'd love to know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching this video today. Remember, we're all botanical queens, and I'll see you soon in the next video.